Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm changed my desk around. As you can see, I've decided to pop some new papers underneath. Don't know how long that'll stay for, but you never know, I might change it again. I'm going to start doing on a Wednesday, way back Wednesdays, and I'm going to pull out some retired, because I've got loads and loads of retired Stampin' Up sets, and I'm going to start featuring them at least once a week. Because I know I get mega excited when the new catalogues are due, and I end up buying more or less everything I can. But we also knew I've got a whole shelving unit there, and there must be about 150 stamp sets. Oh, there's about 30 there, 30 there, about 60 there. There's some down there, and then we've got all this lot that's going to retire in June as well. So, I mean, I can't even do a count now. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. There must be 30, 90 just on the top shelf, and the bottom shelf, oh my goodness, I'd say about 170 on the bottom shelf. And then I've got a unit there that is absolutely chocker full of stamp sets as well. I love them all. I've kept every single background stamp, even though there's only 5 in circulation now in the current catalogue. I've still got the tree rings, the sheet music, the port script, marbled, hardwood, en français, the one with the writing through, the burlap. I've still kept them all. I've still got Lovely as a Tree, and I'd never get rid of that. It's the first stamps that I ever bought. And Dawn Griffiths' £1 million $1 million sales one, which is One Wild Ride. I adore that set. Still got Flower Shop. That's the second stamp set I ever bought. We just need to start using them again. So I'm going to be doing that, and today I'm going to be using my Peaceful Moments with this sentiment here. It is one of our sketches, but it's from a few weeks back. But I am doing them as the weeks. This is week 14. Yes, this is week 14 for you girls, but you won't see this for about 3 or 4 weeks. But I will have videos of like week 15 weeks. I will be doing them every week, but because of this coronavirus as well, I've literally got 32 projects ready for you to see, or that you would have seen before you get to see this card. And I'm using the new Ornate Garden Designer Series paper as well. So I decided just to use one sheet and use it in several different ways for our sketch this week, and it speaks for itself. So our sketch is a piece of Designer Series paper, dotted lines, or you could have used the stitched framelets and maybe put another layer on, and then it was a block with this strip across, exactly the same like this, and little banners. And if you look carefully, I've added my gold pen, and done some swirls, some stripes, and some dashes on there as well. And I went round here too, and I just thought it was so cute. I got a little strip that was left over on the inside. I may add a second sentiment, I don't know yet, but just thought I'd come show you how I do my version. And I'm loving my little borders, you know I love them. And I'm still got my retired, very well retired, this is one of the first punches I ever bought, this and the 2-inch circle punch. I've still got that as well. So I'm going to show you how I made it. So this is the little strip after I cut the papers down I had left over. It was 1 inch wide, so I chopped it in half. So I've got a little strip for the inside of the card. I know I've used Daffodil Delight there, but I didn't want to go and waste a whole sheet of paper just to get a 3/4 inch strip and some banners. So I've used a bit of crushed curry instead to make it pop off the page a little bit more. So this is my spare crushed curry. What I'll do now, I will put that back in my scraps bin. I don't like waste, as you know. And I've just got enough on here. Again, just put it in so you know you just got to cover everything up. I mean, I can chop that out. I know it seems a bit tight, but it's not really. If you're a very frugal crafter, that would make a sentiment. Definitely. Or even a couple of small sentiments. You know, like for the bold, oh, what's it called now? Let me have a look. Something bold. The bold sentiment. What's it called? Can't even see it. Label me. I don't know. Label me bold. Is it? It's in here. Find it now. It's going to do me head in unless I know what it's called. There it is. Label me bold. Yeah, that one. That'd be perfect. I can make that like forwards pieces. Perfect for that stamp set to get those sentiments on there. I know they're slightly bigger, but that is why I keep those little bits. And not only that, the Whisper White is expensive when you only get 40 sheets, but it's perfect for stamping on. So that's going to get layered on there. We're going to do a bit of swirly pen work on there. This is my card base, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and we're just going to fold and burnish that both sides. So what I did, I cut this to 3 3/4 by 5 1/2 to give me a good sized border. I glued that on and then I went around the edges. But we could also do this card in reverse as well. So I'm going to this time flip this over. So these two pieces now will be this way round, and these two will be the other way round. So you get the same card but just a different layout. So that's going to be on there like so, and that one then is going to go on there. Perfect. So let me glue this down and I'll give you the sizes as we're going along. Shame to cover up those beautiful flowers, but it's all in a card. I've written on my little DSP. So you want a nice even border, top and bottom, all the way around. Perfect. Perfect. Just got myself just a normal little ruler and my gold gel pen, and I just drew my lines all the way around, which don't take long at all. Again, keep a nice even border. You could do this in black, you could do it in silver, gold, it's entirely up to you. Any colour actually. And it just gives it a nice added effect. And if you go to group, you'll see what the sketch would have looked like. If you go into photos and albums, it'll say week 14. Love the sketches. They're a perfect way. If you lose your mojo, is always going to a sketch. Look how pretty that looks now with that gold little rim all the way around. Isn't that pretty? Just sets the card off. So I'm just going to do the same. And I didn't use the ruler with these bits. I just used my own little way of going round. And again, just add a little. You didn't have to do this on the card, but some of the ladies in group used DSP for theirs. I just decided to. Oh, and look, I've got this. Yeah, this is an old punch as well. This little banner punch. Tuck it in. Just saves me getting the big one out, and it pennants the ends for me. Lovely. Perfect. And if it even goes a bit skew with, because some of them have got to be short. There we go. Bang on. So your punches can be used for all sorts of things. Perfect. Good way of cheating, isn't it? Oh, you can do the pen, you know, to cut up the centre. I am totally hopeless with that. On this one, I'm just drawing diagonal lines. I think what I'll do with one of these is just do circles. They don't have to be in the right order or anything. I'm just adding a bit of contrast. And then I'm doing swirls on one. Oops. There we go, just to add a little bit of contrast. Love it, love it, love it. We can also pop these two together because it's not going on dimensionals till after I've stamped, and it's only a one little sentiment. I don't think I'll make a boo-boo on that, so, which is here, and it says these are the moments we'll look back on with joy. Love it. And just pop that on. Perfect. I swapped my desk protector round because it was scratched all here because I'd used a. Do you remember the day we did the circle card? Yeah, and I scratched it right up. So I didn't want to. Right, and now I'm going to attach these. I'm going to add my green one first. I'm just going to pop it in the centre. And I'm going to lift this one little back a little bit. Thank you for being a friend. Looks good to me. That's attached. So my pieces now, this one is cut at 4 by 2, So this is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. And you know me, I like little borders. If you want bigger borders, then I suggest you cut them 1/4 inch smaller. And then this one I cut at 2.5 by 3.5. So this is 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. Perfect. And then this is the large one. This is 2 3/4 by 5. So this piece then is 2 5/8 by 4 7/8. I always talk about projects I'm going to start doing on a video that you won't see for 3 or 4 weeks, and then wonder what I'm going on about when you come to watch the video. It's been another scorching day here. So I added my 2-inch panel there. You could have just easily cut that to at 1 inch if you want to save on cardstock and designer series paper. So this is roughly top and bottom about the same, and a nice little border. Our larger piece then is going to go on there, same top and bottom. Roughly about there. And then this gorgeous little piece, this is going to go level with this and hang over this side just a touch. I know some of you aren't always in our group. Perfect. And that gives me the perfect edge. Now, make sure that's straight. For this beautiful banner piece. Now this piece is cut at 3 3/4 as well, and that's just going to sit along the top there. And then these 1/2 inch each, and one is 2. That was 2 3/8. That was 2 3/8, but I cut a bit more off. And that one was about 2.5 as well, but we've nipped off the ends. And this is 3/4 by 3 3/4. Same width as my designer series paper. And I'm just going to sit along that edge there. And then this, just going to pop some on dimensionals. Get a smiley face. And then just popping this, keeping my sentiment nice and straight. Just on there, got a glue. So I'm going to do the opposite. Just pop that little strip just down there. Love it. Now I've got some of those gorgeous little gems. These are the gilded gems, and I just added one large. I'm going to go up from this side this time, one medium and one small, just across there. So there is my same card, just switched around the DSP, and I want to know which one you like the best. I like them both. I do like that one with the paler, but they're both very beautiful cards, and that is how you can get involved with our sketch each week. Come over to Stamp with Joy, join in with sketches. You if you do them for every 4 weeks, well, we start off obviously weeks 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8. I think we're on weeks 13, 14, 15 and 16 now, and if you enter all 4, you get your prize. You get your name goes into a draw as long as you've entered for every week for 4 weeks, and then you win a handmade gift from me or something from me, or if you're in the States, our gorgeous Carla. So there's 2 versions of the same card just by switching around the DSP. Oh, I love it. I do like that one, and I do like that one. So there we go. I'm going to look up, see how much battery life I've got left. I really would love you to press the subscribe button and the bell. Many thanks. A thumbs up and a share, that would be great as well. So come and see what I make tomorrow. Till next time. Bye.